Evening, everyone. Back from the summer holidays. Cop Talk back on the air. Yes. Welcome, Kareem. And welcome. I love the space background, man. That's I've been missing. Listen, I've been missing that, man. I've been missing that.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane?
No, it's Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson.
Richard Branson, yeah. Elon Musk.
Yeah. He's next, isn't he? He's the next one to go up there.
Yeah, he's after me.
I know. Well, yeah, you were there first, mate. You were there before them guys. So anyway, look, good to see you. Thank you for joining me tonight. So, pre-season, there's been a lot of noise and that about transfers. Obviously, we've seen Greenish go to Man City.
Oh, wow, yeah.
The other day, they're talking about Kane next. Messi's leaving Barcelona. Where the hell's he going?
Yeah. Money talks.
Yeah. Well, so there's stuff going on at the moment in the world of football and transfers. Danny Ings going to Aston Villa, 25 million.
Overnight.
That was a surprise. I didn't see that one coming. So look, there's stuff happening. So first question really is Liverpool's transfer business so far. We've signed Konate and we've let go Harry Wilson, Grujic, and a couple of other young players have left as well. So we haven't really done much. They've cleared a bit of the squad out, but not really anything significant yet. What do you think so far? Are you worried? Are you happy? Are you all right? Or
Well, you know what? Tying down Alisson to long-term contract and Fabinho, that's a big, hurrah, So I could cheer that on. As for summer business, only having one, Konate. Good sign-in. We're going to need the backup, especially the last few seasons where we've had a lot of injury. Like you can't rely on players like Matip and Gomez, and it looks like Van Dijk, having ACL injury as well. It's not going to be an easy one to recover from. It. Those kind of injuries take at least 2 years. He's already had a year out. Now he's got to get all the other muscles and ligaments.
To be fair, he looked all right though the other day in the game. He seemed okay.
You can only test yourself when Messi and Mbappe and all that stuff are running at you. Now you got Jack Greenish going to Man City. He's Mahrez, Sterling, this and that kind of thing. And then you got Song and you test against top players in the league. Then when you're back from injury, and if he does well against them, then we know he's back to that same standard before he got injured. There's a lot we need to do if we're going to keep up with the likes of, let's say, Man City and Chelsea. Because if they get Lukaku, it looks like,
I'm not too worried about Lukaku going there, though. To be honest with you, I don't. He will score goals for them. There's no doubt about that. But I would have thought they would have gone for Haaland or someone like that. But I don't know. It's a bit of a surprise that they're going to re-sign a player they sold already. And then they're going to sign him back again.
But it's options for them. They've got options. We're not going to have those big options. If they've got Havertz and Werner and
Abraham.
Lukaku, who's a proven Premier League goal scorer as well. If Haaland had come on, no doubt he will score. But how long would it take for him to settle? He might go. It might take him look at Werner. Everyone thought probably he's going to, probably at least, smash it. Get at least 15 to 20 goals, and I don't think he broke into double figures by the end of the season last year.
I'm not too sure. I think Liverpool swerved one with him though. I mean, he reminds me of a very fast Dirk Kuyt. He reminds me of that kind of player, but he's quick. But Dirk Kuyt worked really hard for the team. I don't see Werner doing that, but yeah, he's not he don't look prolific to me. But look, this season he could go and score 30 goals. You don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, so what do you think then? Do you think we need to do more business, right? We need to sign
Gini's replacement, definitely. We need to get a Gini replacement. I don't know whether it's Sal or the guy from Lille as well. Don't know if it's going to be one of Sanchez. I think we need one of them, and I definitely feel like we need another forward to bolster the forward line. We need some goal coming in. There was some points of the season where Mane and Salah, whether it was, they weren't passing to each other, whether, there was a big drought with Mane. Mane dropped off big time last season. He's never had a season like that. It was just so unreal. So
he's still my favourite player at Liverpool, though, Mane. He still is. I don't care. I just love that guy, man. I just really love he plays with that smile on his face, and he looks happy to be there. And I like him. He's one of them Xbox players. You don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, you don't know what he's going to do. He's like one of them players that he's always trying something. It doesn't always come off. I just love him. If he can get a bit more clinical, man, that guy will score 50 goals this season, mate. Because the positions he gets into. And,
definitely.
He is unreal, mate, as far as I'm concerned. I love him.
Yeah, he's got a work ethic. He's got never give up attitude. And he runs. He's on the move. He makes space, He is dangerous, and he is physical. He's well built.
He's strong. He's a strong guy. He's only little, but he's powerful. I like him. Look, I agree with you. I think we need two players. I think if we sign a midfielder, an established quality midfielder, like some of the ones we've been linked with, but a decent midfielder, someone who can go into that first team and there's no drop off in quality. We don't want a young player that we're having to develop, because we got players like that. What we need is an established first team player who can just go into the team if need be. Yeah. And we need an attacker. I'll be shocked if Origi's still at the club when the season, or when we get into the season after the transfer window closes. They've got to replace him, because I'm so grateful for what he's done for Liverpool. He'll always be remembered fondly, but he's just not good enough, to be the backup. You know what I mean? We need something a bit better,
I don't know what's wrong with him. That game against Barcelona, he was unreal. And when he steps up to the play, he steps up with the play. But when there's a massive drop, it's a massive drop. He's nowhere to be seen. If you took out a telescope, or we're looking.
See behind you the space picture. We're looking for him there. We can't see him anywhere, man. He's gone, mate. He's gone. He's not.
He's been abducted, isn't it? Like taken, isn't it?
No, I like Nielsen. Listen, I like Origi. I don't dislike him, but I think we need something a bit better. We need something. Yes, we've got Jota, who can come in and do a job as well. But I think we need something different from the three we've got. Like the Jota, Mane, Salah, Firmino. You need something else in there. Something a bit different.
Like you said, Messi, innit?
Listen, he's available, but whether we're going to get him, because obviously there's rumours that Liverpool got no money, whether that's paper talk, whether that is true, I don't know. I have faith, and I believe we will sign at least two decent players. I mean, that moves on to the next sort of question about who do we want? Who do we think we'll get? Well, I mean, I'm going to throw a few names for you. I have a feeling there's, who I'd want to see is someone like a Kingsley Coman from Bayern Munich, or Doku from Belgium, that young Belgian guy from Anderlecht. He looked unreal in the Euros. That young winger. His name's Doku. So one of those two would be great. That would be something a little bit different to put on the pitch. something to make people think.
Doku, yeah. I
think
he had a good tournament, didn't he, as well?
Yeah, and I think that those kind of players would fit into the way we play as well. I think the system that Klopp likes to play, they'd fit.
Yeah.
As a midfielder, I'm not too sure. They're talking about this Sal Miguez.
I don't like him, man.
I'm not too sure. He's a decent player. He's proven top level, top quality.
He don't get enough goals for me.
Yeah, but I don't see what he'd bring to us. They're talking also about this Sanchez from Lille. For me as well, he was at Cardiff or Swansea or one of these clubs. And,
Swansea,
yeah, and then he went to Bayern Munich and he didn't make it there. You know what? I'd like to see Coutinho come back to Liverpool. I'd like him to come back because I think he'd do well with us. You know, I think he regrets leaving Liverpool. I'll be honest with you, because his best football was played at Liverpool.
Yeah.
That last season and a half he was at Liverpool, he elevated himself to that world-class level, and teams like Bayern Munich wanted to buy him. So I would like to see him come back to us, to be honest with you. I think he links up well with Mane, Salah. For me, he links to play well with those guys. And we've never really replaced him, you know? So for me, if we got him, I'd be happy. And one of Doku or Coman, you know, one of those guys. And I think these are realistic signings that we could make.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mbappe now, I don't see that happening at all. And Messi, much as what a statement that would be for Liverpool to go and sign him. I mean, wow.
Yeah,
Can you imagine if Liverpool signed it? That would just be unreal. But again, I don't know. I don't know whether they will. I don't see it somehow. It doesn't fit the model. But what a coup that would be for Liverpool to actually sign that guy, man. Wow. Anyway, that's what I think about those. What about you? Anyone you think?
You know what? I don't want to. I'll be funny. I don't want Coutinho back. I'll be. I know you probably think. I just feel like the way he's left, and going back, no sell on value as well. How much do Barcelona really want for him as well? If it was something like 8 million, 10 million, yeah, why not? You know, you'll risk that kind of money. I'm thinking probably Barcelona will probably try to recruit at least 40 million, and I don't think he's that kind of. You won't get nothing back from that. Who I would want? To be honest, I would want Kante or something like that. You know, something defensive. If I was looking, I'll put Ruben Neves from Wolves. You know,
you like him? I don't rate him.
He's got a goal. You know what? The reason why I go that way because he's played in the Premiership. He knows, he understands the physicality. Rather than like when we first bought Fabinho, he didn't set it until right after Christmas. I think the game against Arsenal where they tore us apart, which they Emery was in charge, targeted him, and then something kicked in after January, and then he was an established Premier League first 11 kind of player for us after that. So it depends on where we want to be. If we're going to win the Premier League, I'd rather someone within the Premier League come in and start with a ground running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I was looking at forwards, obviously the Haaland, Mbappe, or that kind of. Even if we can go for Lewandowski, someone who. Messi, someone who can hit the ground running and score. But if we have the money,
they're realistic. I don't think they're realistic. I don't think we're going to get any of those. Much as it pains me to say, because even United, I mean, Man United have done some business. They've signed Varane, Sancho. I mean, they've signed 2 quality players.
Yeah.
And
but putting those aside, but the real player I would have wanted was Chiesa. From Juventus.
Yeah, he looks a player, man.
He's a workhorse, man. He's someone who will thrive under Klopp. Yeah, he'll get the goals as well. We had a think on there. The thing is, everything is a realistic target if you've got the money. and only the owners know that. If they wanted to go out and make a statement in the Premier League saying, like, you know what, we've won the Premier League, we're not going to hand this over to Man City easy. We don't care if you're splashing your 100 millions. We've got money in the bank and we're going to splash it too. You know, that kind of thing. And it doesn't look like our owners want to be going that way. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too. I hope you're wrong too. But I don't think we are wrong. I think the reality is we're not going to be spending big in this window. But we could be wrong because, listen, last season, no one saw Jota. No one saw that 46 million for Jota. Who saw that one coming? He wasn't even talked about when he came to Liverpool.
Who were we linked to? Because we were linked to someone else before it was Jota. And
Traore. Remember that beast at Wolves who can bulldoze through teams on his own. But he's too inconsistent. That's who we were linked with. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Jota, bang, signing. It was like, wow, how did that happen?
Well, you know I think Guerrero was still linked with him, isn't he? I think Klopp does like the physicality and he offers something different.
Yeah, he does offer something different, but is he consistent enough? He's too like 2 games out of 10. And that we need better than that.
So older Son. You know, I know you've said it a few times as well. Son. If it was me getting one of Harry Kane or Song, I'll say, you know, Harry Kane, you know, you stay where you are. You know, Song, man.
Well, that's what I think too. But I've been ridiculed for saying that. People saying, "Oh, Harry Kane does what Firmino does. He could do it better, score more goals." And I see that argument too. But I just think Son is that he's a ready-made Liverpool player now. You stick him in our team, that's it. We're good to go. I don't see that with Kane. Kane would score goals, more goals probably. But the kind of football we play, I think Son, it suits him 100%. But
you know what? This is a possibility, yeah? This is a possibility. I was like, if we got rid of Origi, I know, like, we got rid of Origi. Lacazette, he's like, I wouldn't mind him, you know. I feel like
he's all right. He was linked with us before he went to Arsenal.
Cheap, 6 million, 10 million or something.
yeah. I wouldn't pay
the price.
Yeah, we wouldn't pay a lot for him. But for me, I don't know about Lacazette even. You know, he can score goals, but it's just, is he good enough? You know, is he top level? We're talking about a top level. We want top level striker. You know, that's what we need. We need someone that Mane and Salah and Firmino, if they're playing, they're looking at the bench thinking, you know what, we better perform today because that guy's coming on if we're not. And then we might not get back in the team.
Yeah.
That's what you need on the bench. When they look at Origi, they think, well, even if my leg's falling off, Klopp ain't bringing me off to bring him on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, tie one of my hands behind my back and that, I'll still score more.
But look, let's hope there is some business to come. Finally, last question. Who's impressed you in pre-season in any of the Liverpool games? Or have you heard?
Tsimikas.
Tsimikas, he's done well.
Yeah, he's done well. He's got an assist. He's played a few games as well.
He's looked okay.
Yeah, I really think. And Minamino. Yeah, Minamino. Yeah. For the last game, he's looked all right. But apart from that,
I'll tell you who I've liked the look of. That young kid, Gordon. He looks like a star in the making, that boy.
Yeah,
he's fearless. He's quick. He's direct. And he did a move the other day where he was near the corner flag, and it looked like he was almost losing the ball. And he just turned the player, and he's got a low center of gravity. Turned the guy and was running into the player to bring him down. He couldn't. Listen, I think we might have unearthed another little Michael Owen here. Yeah. He reminds me of when Michael Owen burst onto the scene. Seriously.
We might not need these signings, man. We might not need these big signings if he steps into that play. Because
I don't know whether he's ready now to do that. You know, he's 16 years old. I don't think he's 17 yet for a few months. So, look, But hey, age, if he's good enough, they'll play him.
Rooney's done it. Mbappe's done it. Why not? Yeah.
But I tell you what, this kid, he is, mark my words. Remember I told you, Gordon. I think his name's Cabe Gordon or Kane Gordon. I don't know what his first name is actually. But he is, I like him. I like the look of this kid. I think we got a little star on our hands here. Let's see. Hopefully. Yeah, I wish him well. Anyway. All right, mate. Well, look, thanks for joining. I just wanted to get a little show out there just to give the faithful subscribers of Cop Talk. I know they've been missing us the last couple of weeks, so just give them something. Yeah. And we'll probably do one midweek or before the weekend games anyway, because you got our first game is next Saturday, 5:30. Norwich away.
Norwich, yeah.
Yeah. So
Pookie, boy. Pookie's coming. Pookie's going to try and hit the net again, eh?
Yeah, he probably will. Look, we'll see. I like the way we've been playing in pre-season. I like the look of us. I think we look hungry. I think Trent Alexander as well looks like he's grown up. He looks more of a presence now.
He got that lesson from. He got that lesson from getting dropped from England, didn't he? Like,
I don't know. I think he's matured as a person and as a physically. He looks bigger. Bigger. I tell you who else looked pretty fit and trim was Shaqiri. Shaqiri looked a bit like he'd been working out. So,
well, he said he wants to leave, and he. So let's see. Hopefully, he might stay. He might not. But
well, look, if they
get a replacement, let him go.
I don't think they should get rid of him for 10 million. I mean, that's too cheap.
I know Napoli and Villarreal and Sevilla are after him. So
yeah, give him to one of them teams, but get a player from them. Get one of their players in, or do a swap or something. They must have a decent player in there. I'm trying to think. Napoli, you've got Insignia,
Koulibaly or something like that. Or
I don't think Koulibaly.
What was the Spanish guy? We got that penalty against us. Fabinho, or something like that.
Who's that? Which team? Napoli.
Napoli, yeah. He's quite decent. I know we all linked to that, like Costa, defender from Seville before.
Okay, yeah.
So there's business to be done there. Gerrard, was it Gerrard from Villarreal? He looks decent for Spain. He's played all their. Take him, man. Yeah, we'll send him off. Give another 5 mil,
All right, let's see anyway. We'll see. All right, look, take care, my friend. Thank you.
Take it easy, man.
We'll talk